Michael, and I really just want to give a special thank you to Karen Waters and QCC for all the work that they've done on this. I was out, I had my hands deep in that compost pile digging for worms a few weeks ago, and it really is, I think, something that we've seen that's really about trying to rethink a whole lot of things, not just how we produce energy, but how we consume energy, how we do it in our homes, how we think about jobs, also how we think about our diet. I know that's going on in the healthcare debate. We've seen some leadership from President Obama on that as well. So trying to break down some of the places we start from of what is and isn't possible in terms of community gardening. So thanks for everyone who's been part of that training. We really do want this to translate into jobs, and that's when this is going to be real for people. Now we have someone who's partly responsible for doing that on a national level with us, and we are very honored to have her with us today. Straight from the West Wing and President Obama's administration to come here and talk a little bit about what she's learned from our experience, but also what their vision is for the whole country of how we make this real, how we take this energy efficiency vision to scale. So I would like to introduce you all to the Chair of the Council for Environmental Quality, Ms. Nancy Sutley.
Thank you, Congressman, and thank you everybody for being here. It's really a great pleasure to be here in this beautiful community on this gorgeous, I guess it's already summer day, and we're very, very pleased to be here. And I wanted to thank Mrs. Feggans for letting us use her house and coming to see it, and also to Chad and to Michael for talking about their experiences. It's really terrific what this community has been able to do, and really to thank Congressman Perriello for his leadership. We have a terrific and dynamic leader in Congress here in this community. To the mayor and the supervisor, thank you for being here, and really to this community for working together to bring these federal dollars to the best use possible for this community. This really is what the president is aiming to do with the stimulus, was to not only inject money into the economy, but to make the investments that'll make our country stronger, make our economy more prosperous and sustainable, and really to lay the foundation for our successful and prosperous future. We can, in looking at programs like this, really take important steps forward in reducing our energy dependence, in building healthy communities, and lowering our impact on the planet. I'd like to acknowledge Dan Jones, who's joined me here today. He's a special advisor to me and has been just a tremendous spokesman for this movement. And now we're putting him to work inside the government to help communities like this and communities around the country to make green jobs a reality, and again to create that new prosperity. Our current energy use has far-reaching consequences for our economy, and it has detrimental impacts on our environment. And we know that some of the energy sources that we rely on today won't be here tomorrow. They'll just run out. The President believes that we need to reduce our demand for energy, use new sources of power, use the existing sources of power more cleanly. And the best way we can do that is to use less energy. The Secretary of Energy likes to say that energy efficiency is not the low-hanging fruit, it's the fruit on the ground, the thing that's ready to pick up. And it really helps everyone. It can help your families to save energy and save money by doing some very straightforward, simple things to weatherize and retrofit homes and businesses. And the federal government is a huge landlord. We own many, many buildings, and we're trying to do our part to make our federal buildings more energy efficient. But when businesses or residents make investments in energy efficiency, you can save money on your energy bill, you can help the environment, you can make the place that you live and work more comfortable. But we can't do this by ourselves. Families can't do it by themselves. We need to work together And when we know in this economic climate where people are out of work, people who've been in construction and carpenters and electricians are out of work, but they can be put back to work, retrofitting and weatherizing homes and businesses. And these are skilled jobs, and these investments can create new green jobs at good wages. And the challenge for all of us is to figure out how do we do these and sustain these. And models like the one here in Charlottesville, the community organizations working with the city, with the county, with the state, are ways that we can do that. Jobs in weatherization cover a whole spectrum of things. People who can diagnose and repair energy inefficiencies, do the energy audits, entrepreneurs and inventors. I know that the universities and community colleges here that you're building the new generation of entrepreneurs and inventors. And American ingenuity, we know our ingenuity and innovation can make us a leader in this clean energy economy for decades to come. The Recovery Act makes historic investments in clean energy, doubling our capacity to generate renewable energy like wind and solar, investing in new technologies for plug-in hybrid electric vehicles, building a smarter, stronger electricity grid on which our economy of the future will run. The Recovery Act includes almost $60 billion in clean energy investments, including loan guarantees for renewable energy projects, energy efficiency and weatherization dollars, and funding for new transmission to connect renewable resources to the electricity demand. These investments will not only help us meet our climate objectives, but it will help to move our economy in the right direction and make it possible for everyone across the country to increase the use of clean energy and increase energy efficiency. For Virginia alone, this means $94 million will become available for weatherization, $70 million for state energy programs, and over $60 million through energy efficiency and conservation block grants. The goal of these dollars is to save money for hardworking families, reduce pollution, strengthen local economies, and help move America towards a clean energy future. And that's exactly what you're doing here in Charlottesville. It's really very exciting to be here, to be with all of you, to get to see these dollars, how they can work in a community, how they can make life better, they can make the economy stronger. And it's great to see a community come together like that. I'm very, very happy to be here. Thank you very much.